Hey guys, John here. So in this video, I'm going to go over ad copy, and I'm going to go over how to mold anybody into a buyer, and why basically understanding what I call the information first principle is the only way you're going to gain success, in your marketing. So first, I'm going to go over 4 simple steps to create good ads and just be king of your vertical. Is the first most important thing is really building your swipe file, and this is the foundation for everything you're going to do in copywriting. What lots of people do when they're creating ads is they go at it blind. They think, what's witty, that's not the way to write ads. The way to write ads is to look, is to compile and look at what all of your competitors have been running. Who's been running ads the longest? What sort of ad copy has been being run the longest? What are people running that is direct response advertising? Direct response meaning it needs a response. They have some sort of call to action. Chances are, if somebody's been running the same ad for, let's say, if the Love Vitamin is, if one of her competitors is running the same ad on the same website day after day after day for months, the chances are that ad is working for them, and that's why they continue to spend money on it. So that is the easiest way to really look, to find ads. So you want to find all of the ads. In this case, for Love Vitamin, you're going to want to look at, just everything on the internet. That's going to be the most targeted. I use some spy tools: SpyFu, AdBeat, What Runs Where. These are spy tools. I'll show you in a second. If there's an affiliate link provided, please purchase these softwares through the affiliate link. Other places I look are magazines. One thing I don't like about the internet is lots of people tend to copy each other on the internet, in some of the more competitive verticals, at least the ones I work in. And magazines, you can always get fresh ideas. Newspapers, let's say you're a lawyer, look in the newspapers, see what lawyers have been running ads, day after day or week after week in your newspaper. And just anywhere else your competitors are placing ads. As I said, SpyFu is a really good tool. Let's type it in here. I'll just kind of show it to you real quick. Let it load for a second. But what we'll see is, let's let this load. So, if we want to, we can type in a keyword or a competitor's website or something along those lines. They used to have it where you could type in a keyword. But basically, you just type in, let's say we want to type in, so we go over here, we do keyword research, and we're going to do acne treatment. We're going to click search. Let's see what pops up. So we get an idea of the search volume, all that stuff. It has obviously a lot of other keywords. This is good in targeting. But what we really want to see is who else is advertising on these terms. Now, obviously, you can just Google it yourself and see what advertisers pop up. But you can also use SpyFu. I'm in Morocco right now, so I might not have as many ads pop up as you might. But you're gonna see. Look, we can see. Oh, here's a competitor. I don't have many ads because I'm in Morocco, but I think you get the idea. Here we have truth about zits, AC Angel medication, Paula's choice, etc. AdBeat is another one. This is a little more for advanced advertisers who are doing advertising on display. I don't recommend you start here, but it is a pretty good space to go into over time. I just recommend you start with Google and you start with SpyFu. Another one is What Runs Where. Again, this is for more advanced advertisers, and it really goes about display advertising. Display advertising is going to work for your business, I suggest you get your search advertising in place first and then move on to display. Second way to write great ads is, some of the people here, their businesses consist of, talking to their customers on the phone, but some don't. I know some people watching this are info product owners, and it's surprising how many people resist sometimes talking to their customers. Talk to your customers, have open discussions with them, and ask them, just what did you like about my product? What didn't you like about my product? I know for me personally, I never have to talk to any customers if I don't want to. But if you're writing ads, you really want to get talking to your customers. Ask them what are the best benefits, that the reasons why they bought your product or the reasons why they didn't. Ask them, what are potential negatives or things that they're worried about. And you just get better ideas for ad copy the more questions you ask them. Interview them. Keep doing this process. Basically, always be building your swipe file. I think some people just do an hour of research and they think that's it. No, you're continually building your swipe file and calling your customers to figure out what's basically gonna close and what's the best ad copy. And the last thing is study the masters. I'm a big fan of, and buy these books if you have the time. Dan Kennedy's The Ultimate Sales Letter, best book on copywriting you can buy. Gary Halbert, he has a site called the Gary Halbert Letters, thegaryhalbertletter.com, and he has over, so he's one of the best copywriters of all time. Really funny guy, really engaging. And what you'll see, enter your email there. But each of these are letters on copywriting and how to do better copywriting. It's over 1,200, I think 1,200 pages total worth of information there, and you can learn a lot from it if that's something that you have the really time and desire to learn. David Ogilvy, he has a great book called Ogilvy on Advertising. He's an English ad man who came over to America and has, did a lot of big brand advertising. And also Drew Eric Whitman, who wrote the book Cashvertising. Cashvertising is the best tactical book on copywriting that will give you specific ideas. I'd say the first three people are really going to help you understand that big picture of how to sell things through written words. But Drew Eric Whitman, while he does some of that, he gives you a lot of these tactics, scarcity, or putting numbers in your headline, or capitalizing the first letter of every word, or how to have a hanging sentence. All these little things that can be really helpful and just tactical. So I'm gonna go. So this is a really important thing for copywriting. It's something I suggest everyone do. I call it the shoebox technique to everlasting ad angles. Now, what you're gonna have to do is have a shoebox, 200 5x3 note cards, and you're going to just throughout this research process, every headline you see for a product in your niche. Let's say you see, let's say you're doing research on personal injury lawyers. And let's say we do personal injury lawyer, San Francisco, right? Copy down these lines. Copy them onto, actually write them out. I know that seems ridiculous. Injured in an accident, write it out on a note card. San Francisco personal injury lawyer, write it out, etc. What are other good, just find more headlines, find more ad copy that you can use to to make your case, basically. And the more you go through this, the more you'll build up that box. Every newspaper article and newspaper ad for personal injury lawyers, every magazine, tear it out and put it in that shoebox, And what will happen is whenever you're looking to, increase your conversion rates or increase your click-through rates or increase all your metrics, just go to that shoebox, pull out some stuff, get some ideas. It's really helpful. Now, another big concept in advertising for you to understand is it's not how you say it, it's what you have to say. For instance, I could be trying to sell, if I went out onto the 3rd Street Promenade, which is a popular tourist area, or where I live, if I was telling people, hey, free chicken coops, no one would even take me up on my offer because that's not interesting. Nobody wants chicken, I don't think anybody in the city wants a chicken coop. Or nobody wants tooth oil. Why would somebody buy tooth oil? I worked for some company wanted me to advertise their tooth oil one time, and I said that's stupid. Nobody wants to buy. It's just a shitty product. Now this is a great product. Blowjob, free blowjob with first drink. That's an offer. It doesn't matter. They don't have to do any more copywriting than that. That's a great offer. That's fantastic. So it's what you have to say. What is your offer? What is if you have something really good to offer to people, it should be really easy. It should be really easy to state. So get that, figure out what that sexy thing to say to people is. I call this the need for justification. So every benefit you have every benefit you have for a product, such as let's go back to the love vitamin. If we are claiming here, let's see how I can help you. If she says get naturally permanently acne-free skin, there should be a way to back it up with with justification. So if you say you could make this more powerful by saying get naturally permanently acne-free skin with a newfound homeopath, using natural plants from the earth or something like that. Or say you can have permanently acne-free skin by revitalizing your skin with natural oils found in plants, or whatever that is. But if you create some sort of justification for things, it makes them more powerful. And I'll do this quickly actually for the Grossman Law Justice. If you say, if they said something like, we will make sure you get paid for your injury, you can back that up by saying something along the lines of, we will make sure you get paid for your injury because we have a 99% track record. And maybe say see our cases 1 here, or something along those lines. That seems justified. Not only are they backing that up with a percentage figure, but they're actually they have some link, they have a reference link which seems official, where you can actually look at the other cases they've won. I call this the perceived value multiplier trick. This is scarcity. In a word, this is scarcity. I should just rename this scarcity. If there's not a lot of something, you can set your own price. Now, if I'm a lawyer, if this is a Grossman law firm, call for a free consultation. That might seem every single law site is saying call for a free consultation. Just get on the fucking phone and call us. What may make you, separate you is if somebody was searching for personal injury lawyers and it would say, see if, 99% win rate, see if you qualify to work with us, or something along those lines, saying we don't have, if you make it seem like you are very in demand and you can't work with everyone, sometimes that helps. I haven't tried that ad copy out in lawyers. Maybe people would be too averse to that. But generally, if you say there's some sort of limitation factor, it helps. If the Love Vitamin said for the next 10, for the, special April giveaway, if, for the first 10 people who sign up for the Love Vitamin in April, I will be giving away, 10 free hats woven by me, that might entice people to buy because there's a scarce limiting factor there. Only 10 people are going to get this woven hat, and maybe, somehow that, has appeal for these people. In the case of Oliver Manufacturing, it could be, we are releasing a new, maybe they're releasing a new product line and they're giving special reduced pricing for the first, 15 orders of a certain product. I don't know that is, but if you have a limiting factor, you can set your own price for things. That's why I said Brad Pitt sets his own price, because there is no other Brad Pitt. The mirror technique, this is important because if you call out customer attributes, they're much more likely to work with you. If I said work with, and this is why, and we see this right here, very evident, people are saying San Francisco lawyers, San Francisco personal injury lawyer. If you're looking for a lawyer in San Francisco, you want people to call out that attribute. You don't want to work with a lawyer in Marin County, for instance, which is a different area. You want somebody that's local. You want somebody that that can connect with you in that way. Now, in terms of acne, if you call out specific customer attributes such as tired of, I don't know what it is, pussy skin or oily skin, if you call out customer attributes like that, you start connecting with them. If you call out, let's say Oliver Manufacturing only sells to agricultural, they sell to large, agricultural firms. If they say in their ad copy, they say it's hard enough being, it's hard enough being an agricultural firm. If they somehow call out those customer attributes, that would be helpful, and that would help connect with the customer better. And this is the last thing. This is the most important thing of this copywriting section, is so information first. I think lots of business coaches in the marketing space talk about this, but you always want to make sure that the person, that the prospect is getting some sort of information first. That doesn't mean you don't need to push them to call your phone, but it does mean you have to give them some sort of valuable information first. And maybe in for instance, in Oliver Manufacturing, if they gave away some, if they gave away some actual PDF templates of their actual products, where they actually gave away the exact specifications of their products, that might be useful. Or if they gave away, if they really go into detail about this stuff, and let's see if they will. Yeah, so they have some information here on the product. But if they gave a PDF, that might be nice. So you always want to be able to give information. In the Love Vitamins case, we're seeing, they're doing it all right. Let's see. Ebooks and programs. Yeah, they have a free report. You want to do something that's congruent to your industry. So in the case of, join 15,000 other women. So you want to see some free information on how to cure your skin. In the Grossman law firm's case, what that might look like is it's get free information. Notice lawyers are always hard charging. These guys are really charging for the phone call. Now that's not a problem, because sometimes when you need a lawyer, you might need a lawyer right away. But they should also have a secondary call to action somewhere, offering some sort of free information. Just caught in a car accident, find out the information you need to let us send you the information you need to get over that. And just have name, phone number, email. That way you at least give people the option of getting some information without having to enter their number. And if they want to talk to a lawyer, they're going to put in their phone number. If they don't put in their phone number, it's not a good lead anyways. So lots of lawyers could do that better. See, they're going for the consultation right away. Injured, find out if you have a case, call this number, when they could have said, hey, get some information on how you can let us send you some information on how you can solve your case. If you empower the customer, they're going to come back to you. So that's the whole point. Other ways to do an information first approach is so this is what we do with one of oh, this is actually the wrong. Let's get here it is. So this is an advertorial, and what this is this is kind of flying under the radar, but we're giving people information about how bed bugs attack people, how they've increased in the last 500% in the last few years, and just helping people understand a solution to the problem. The point is, the more ad copy, the better. You want to give people information. You want to give them information in a way they can digest it, and they're going to want to digest it. If people are looking for more information on how to solve a legal case on their own, give it to them, because people are lazy. They're going to come back and want to decide they want to work with your company. Same thing with all these things. Give them a little bit. Give them a bit, and make them pay for the last 20%. In the next video, I hope this was helpful. Copywriting is a really, really big thing of mine, and I hope you employ the shoebox technique. That alone has done wonders for my business, and we advertise in a lot of verticals. So next is how to leverage the information first principle in your landers to make people beg to buy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a number of landing pages, from email submission pages to webinar pages to advertorials to possibly even some of these lead gen landers like this, to help you understand what works, what doesn't, etc.